My wife has my head on a spike.
Yeah, don't
Get the flour out.
Don't sneeze though. That's all I'm saying. Don't be sniffing on the podcast on this
God
episode.
forbid. God forbid.
Sniffing is not deemed as a good thing on audio platforms, you know. But it is what it is. No, what's going on, Rick? What's going on with you? Are you all good?
All good.
What's new with yourselves? Obviously, you're on a break now for the next week. What's going on with you? What you doing? Anything planned? Anything exciting? Or
well, currently amateur hour because I have not plugged in my headphones.
That's okay.
Here we go.
I just said all of that, and no one heard a thing. No one heard whatever I said.
Professional. Unless you have to crop it out, but don't crop it out. Keep it raw, authentic. That's what the listeners want.
Original. Exactly.
This is what we do. This is like live freestyle.
No, well, my question to you was, do you have anything planned for the next week or so?
Nothing exciting in terms of what any of the listeners might find exciting. Although for me, I am pretty excited. We're going to decorate the flat.
Hey, that is exciting stuff.
I'm doing lots of painting and lots of decorating, and possibly selling and buying furniture because
yes. So sorry, are you doing both or just the one?
Both. In this week that I'm off, I'm going to smash it all out.
Right.
IKEA flat pack. I'm going to get my little screwdriver. I might even ball out and buy a drill.
A drill? That's crazy.
Buy a drill. If anybody's fancy sponsoring.
Any Black & Decker out there? Bosch,
Bosch,
whatever you need.
Whatever there is. You know what I mean?
Milwaukee.
I don't mind that. Hit me with it, American.
No, I think you're right, but I think we're at the age now where if we need a drill, we ask Dad for the drill, and we don't even, do you know what I mean? We don't even go out and buy it. But yeah, nothing much exciting really going on, and usual stuff. But like I said, with the drill, you know, we're at the age where we ask our dads now, aren't we? Really, so.
That's it, yeah.
Sorry, at that age where should we buy our own drill or is asking Dad okay?
To be honest with you, I think I'm going to invest. I think that's going to be when people come to like, what do you want for your birthday and for Christmas and all this other kind of like occasions where you buy gifts, Eids and so on. But for me, I'm going to go with drill.
Yeah.
Get me a Milwaukee set or get me a DeWalt or get me one of these without naming the brands out there because I'm sure other drill providers are available.
Any of them. Wilkinson's own, which is like Urban Hour or something.
No, Wilkinson is closed here, brother.
We don't have no Wilkinson.
We talked about this.
Right, no Wilkinsons.
I've got no Wilkinsons anymore.
I meant B&Q. That's what I meant. No Wilkinsons.
Go full B&Q. To be fair, the one that I purchased one to put up a bit of furniture for my in-laws, and I think I got one for 25 quid from IKEA. It was like the IKEA one to help you with, because, you know, it doesn't need to be a strong one for putting flat packs up.
No, of course, yeah.
So, and to be fair, I quite enjoy doing those. Bit of music, bit of football, bit of podcast. Tash might guys listen back while I'm putting the stuff up. You know, it's there. That's what it's there for.
Shout out to our own podcast.
See what I did there.
Shout out to our own podcast. And you know what?
While I've got my cap backwards, my new era cap backwards, you know what I mean? It's all there.
Absolutely.
It's all there, brother.
Absolutely. The collection's everywhere in this household. Everything I've got is new era. But no, you're absolutely right. I was going to say that was a good segue actually into the football and stuff. But yeah,
we do this. We're naturals. We're naturals at this.
We're going to definitely discuss obviously the main match, and obviously we'll go through some of the predictions, just see how we did. Because I'll be honest, I haven't even looked, even though I wrote it down. I haven't even looked at what we predicted.
No, neither have I, to be fair. I mean, currently I'm trying to look through, trying to find it, but my daughter's got lots of drawings here, there, and everywhere. So I've got lots of lines and.
I don't think you.
Did I not write it down? Was it you? I think you wrote it down. Yeah. You were the one who putting me down.
Do you know? Okay, I'll tell you what. We'll do this new thing then. What we'll do is we'll read through the predictions that we did, and we'll leave obviously our game, the Chelsea Arsenal game. We'll leave that to the very end, you know, for a bit more discussion and stuff.
Of course,
Just a good starting point. You know, since we finished off with predictions, we might as well start off with the results of the previous week. So, do you know what it is? I think we've got a lot of these wrong. That's all I'm going to say about that. I think we've got a lot of these wrong, as always. So we stick true to character. Really, we don't move away from the professionalism that we have. So we're going to start off with Saturday's games, and let's walk through these. Rick, Liverpool, Everton.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I watched bits of it. I didn't watch all of it because I was out all Saturday. Like I said, because we've been decorating or planning on to begin decorating. Obviously, use this weekend to try and get materials ready and go to look at paint and make paint and mix and all this other BS that you've got to do. As the husband, that you just follow your wife around and go like, "Yeah, of course, darling. I think that's great. What do you think of it? I love it." No, be honest. I am being honest. Or which one would you choose? I really don't care. They're both lovely.
I think I figured out, right. One of the worst worst 4 words your missus can say to you is "I've been looking at." That's like one of the worst ones when you get that message. It's like, "I've been looking at." Have you?
Have you though?
I just walk around with my eyes closed and shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you? Is that what that is?
Yeah. That's honestly, next time that line gets dropped on you, you know exactly what's about to happen. I've been looking at. It's like, shit.
Well, it's been happening to me for the past 5-6 years.
Yeah.
So I've been hearing all of that. Yeah, exactly. And another thing that since we're on this bit, I don't know, men out there, you can relate, ladies. I'm sorry for this, but it's when we get given an option out of the two, and we pick the one that we like, and they're like, I'm going to go with this one.
Yeah.
So then why on earth ask me?
It's a confirmation more to say, like, you're stupid.
You don't know.
I know you
don't know.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Because, like, I know you're stupid, so whatever stupid answer you're going to give me, I'm going to go with the other one. So, yeah, it's kind of like a bittersweet moment because you think, I'm involved and I get asked, but then they go the other way. Then
but after a while, you're not even feeling involved. You're like, this is a catch. You just set me up to fail here.
Yeah, no catch 22.
Not even going to answer. Yeah, no catch 22. Literally a catch. What do I look like? Do I look like a salmon to you? Do I look like a salmon to you about to bite that bait?
Release me, bitch.
This is not. That's it. It's not happening. So yeah, no. The whole what do you think is which one? Which one do you think?
Yeah.
Which one do you like? I tell you, really though. It's when you met with that. Really though, you're like. Yeah, is that right or wrong? Like, can I not like what I like?
I think it's already been answered by really though. I think that's already been answered.
Yeah,
really
it's wrong. That's you know it's wrong. Like, I was joking. I meant the other one. I was testing you.
Really? Okay, so you're not going to decide on any of these options. You just want to make me look like a fool. But
you always blame me in the summer. If you've got a hay fever, lads, use it to your advantage. In the summer, when the leaves, spring, summer, when the leaves come out and all the little flowers, and then all of a sudden go like, the red one. Really though? Nah. I meant the other one. It was just a sneeze. I don't know. I was trying to get the sneeze out. Just
heard it wrong.
Disguise it. I'm sorry. I was caught somewhere else.
I actually texted you about the blue one. So
before you even asked me,
I knew it was going to be blue or red. I knew it.
Blue all day every day, though. Yeah, blue all day every day. Blue all day every day.
Obviously, speaking of blue or red, Liverpool, Everton. Obviously,
I was going a different way, but yeah,
I know you were.
Liverpool, Everton.
We're not there. It's blue or red, man. Blue or red. That's the conversation we're on.
To be fair, these two. It was a predictor, though, wasn't it? Really tight game. Everton, not really. I didn't know where the goals were going to come from, Everton. I know Calvert-Lewin and so on, they scored 3 or 5 in their past 2 games, but still, against Liverpool at Anfield, they had to do something pretty special and Liverpool to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
And neither of those things happened. I think Ashley Young deserved his yellow card, first and second.
Yeah.
But I also think Kanato was very lucky to finish the game on that because he should have had a yellow card. Well. And I know they touched on it on Match of the Day, and this is not kind of reciting what he said, but in reality, if you look at it, if you give a yellow card for one of those challenges, because Thiago got the same yellow card, didn't he? Do you remember Chelsea Arsenal? We'll come into it, but Thiago got a yellow card for that, and so did Ben White. So I don't understand why Kanata didn't get a second yellow for that, and he should have been off. Might have been a bit more of an interesting game, but I think from the chat as well with you boys, it looked pretty boring. I'm just happy I put Mohamed Salah on my FPL.
Yeah, that's a good point as well. You know, your FPL, you're killing it, mate. You're killing it on the FPL, really? By the way. And yeah, I'm not even joking.
I haven't checked. I just looked at myself.
I know, like, honestly, you need to check it and you'll be surprised and pleasantly surprised.
Are you just taking the piss, so I check and then you go, ha, I got you.
Oh, no.
Is this one of those moments? I spent a couple of minutes scrolling through the phone and you're like, shit.
This is a for real moment. You're doing actually quite well on FPL, considering last year, I'm saying, by the way, not because...
Last year was shocking, but I think last year was my first time.
Yes,
and this year I hate this idea, and I know, like, obviously I'm going to get some stick from the listeners saying like, he's still chatting about making excuses, but I'm literally 2 weeks behind, or a game or something.
You can't use that if you're in front now. Like, obviously, if
I'm in front of what? I'm not in front of anything. I'm still at the bottom between us all.
Yeah, but considering how well you're doing week in, week out since your first
Don't give me a
holiday and
drop your air quotes. Drop your air quotes, Rostafer.
But yeah, no. So you've been doing quite well on that, to be fair, and no surprise really, because you've got knowledge of football, as the listeners know, because that's why we're doing this.
But we do what we do.
So you predicted a 1-0 on that one. I went 4-2. Again, it was one of those middle of the road type of situations, wasn't it? Really? We were kind of both right. I had the many goals from Liverpool. You had the no goals from Everton. There you go. It works out together.
Do you know, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I should have put an accumulator on, because I think that although I didn't predict the results, I think I predicted the winning team, although you're going to correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember for 100%. But yeah, Liverpool, Everton, sticking on that for me. It was a fair result. Liverpool deserved to win. They played better just from the highlights as well. Everton really offered nothing. Decore was probably their main threat.
He wasn't. I watched that match, by the way. I watched that match and Decore was not good. I watched that match.
And he's their main guy. Him and Onana are like kind of the main guys to do something, and they did nothing.
No,
and I know it's difficult once Ashley Young went off, but also what's his name? Calvert-Lewin has got to score the header, or at least test the keeper with that header. Yeah, better than just straight down the middle. I know he beat Van Dijk in the air, but if you go away to Anfield, even if Chelsea now, like we're going to say, Chelsea, so on and so forth, you have to finish your chances. You can't in the Premier League. You're not going to get many chances like you did in 05, 06. 10, 9, you know what I mean? It's literally, you need to make sure you're going to get three or four. You need to put them away. You need to put them away.
It wasn't, I mean, just looking at the stats, really, and Liverpool dominated the whole game. And there's no surprise. We said from the beginning, hence why we both went for Liverpool as a win on that one, without debate, really. And the fact that I said 2 goals, Everton were going to score, I was kidding myself, because who's going to score them? You know, and obviously he's put himself on mute as normal. So
beggars belief to both. So Everton scoring and me putting myself on mute. Yeah. I tried to get the stats up as well. I thought, let me hit them with some stats as well.
No, with the stats, I mean, expected goals. Not, we say this all the time. Not like we care that much about it, but 2.4 to Liverpool and 0.1 to Everton. So
it's shocking.
Again, look, 26 goal attempts to 4, 77% ball possession, 20 shots off goal, 12 corner kicks to 4. 24
I think that was bound to happen because the red card came so early. So they were going to dominate in those stats. But I think you just got to be a little bit more. I'm disappointed in Youngie, to be fair. Like, you're going away to Anfield, you're on a yellow card, even on that second one. Don't try to nick it. Just stand your ground. It's literally, you're on a second yellow. Don't even attempt to nick it, because for me, it was a yellow. Both, like I said earlier, both of them a yellow card. You've just let your team down now, because they've got to play all of the remainder of first half and all of the second half with 10 men. Then maybe the score should have been a little bit even, like we said on Kanata, but that's bound to happen. But no, even when they were 11v11, they offered nothing. Maybe a couple of counter-attacks here and there that only accumulated to one chance. I could be wrong. I'm just going off the highlights. I'll be honest, and apologies, listeners.
I watched that match, and there was nothing.
That's pretty much it.
Nothing to walk away from that as an Everton fan to say that you've done well. But it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't. I mean, the fact that they held it to 2-0 is quite impressive. But yeah, Liverpool, I'm glad they didn't concede this time, even though obviously would have been great because they're doing well. So, you don't really want... As much as I like Liverpool when they were like 9th and 7th and all that stuff, now that they're creeping up there, so I don't care for Liverpool no more, man. I want these guys to lose every single game. Liverpool fans, you know who you are. Hope we lose every single game. So yeah, no real surprise on the win there. Next match was Bournemouth Wolves. I had 2-0 Wolves. You had 2-1 Wolves. And
did it even finish?
I think Wolves won. It was 2-1. So well done to you.
Oh, well done me.
2-1 Wolves. Another red card, by the way, for in the Premier League.
Yeah, there was a headbutt in there, wasn't it?
I did not see that one.
That's what they were talking about. They were saying that Bournemouth lost their heads and there was a headbutt. And I'm trying to see if I can find the highlights for that game, but clearly it's not even made the score and made it onto the highlights.
Let's have a look. So Bournemouth go 1-0. And so whilst we're trying to find this on the...
No, but for me, it's like, TV. This is the thing just going on the headbutt, because that's actually what it was. It's like, it shouldn't be that. You should not have to put your nut into anybody. It doesn't matter how much trash talking somebody does. You should never lose your cool and stick a... Have you just seen it? I can't see it. I haven't seen it.
That was nasty from the Bournemouth play. Literally just swiped his legs.
Can't see it. I haven't got it up. All I've got is...
If you go on the AFC Bournemouth YouTube page, literally,
yeah.
And we're talking 1 minute 10 seconds in, and you'll see,
really?
and you'll like, no, sorry, 1 minute 10 seconds in the video, because
okay. I thought you meant the match itself. I was like, that's what it happened instantly. I was like, what?
No, that would have been crazy. That happened in the 54th minute. It was Lewis Cook, who swiped them. So if you look at that 1 minute 10 seconds in. And you'll see why the guy did what he did.
So I just saw the goal from Cunha. Great finish.
Nah.
Where's the setup?
Nah, I've just watched the full thing. If that's a red card, that is just...
Oh, so it's not really a red card?
No,
it should not have been. So why haven't VAR intervened then? If that's the case, why have VAR not intervened?
Look at Cook's, again, if you watch it, right, Cook sort of moves his head a little bit like this, but doesn't touch him at all, not even... But then Chan went.
Oh no, man! That's what Zac Efron does to flick his hair. That's not a headbutt.
That's not a headbutt.
You're joking. Go back to the High School Musical. That is not a headbutt.
That's not even
a mosh pit. Yeah, exactly.
So
no, I think he needs to intervene there. I know this says okay, he's kicked him and it's fair yellow card, but like he's come up and tried to chest him. Get up. This is what I hate about handbags like this. It's same as against the City when Rodri got the red card. It's just like you say to yourself, listen, you're acting tough, and then you just go down like a cheap suit.
Like a sucker.
Folded like a cheap suit.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Was it a red card?
For me, it is because he's made movement and the player sold it. That's it. But reality, you've got to put into it. Is there
it's the acting that sold it.
It's the acting. That's it. That's the only thing that's kind of sold it for him.
So good one for you on that one. 2-1. Brentford Burnley. I had a 1-0 Burnley. You had a 3-1 Brentford, and it was 3-0 Brentford. So there you go. I had a little bit of hope. I had a little bit of hope for.
If he continues like this, though, Burnley might end up sacking him because he's being really naive. They're scoring 2+. They're conceding 2+ goals every game.
Every single match. And
it's November now, so you've got to really start looking at it and thinking,
is he the right guy or not? Yeah, you need.
Is he the right guy? You've got to play some Allardyce.
No, well, Allardyce.
some defensive football.
Bring Dicey back to Burnley. He'd keep
I don't think he'll leave Everton because he's got stuff. But I hear what he's saying though. Yeah. No, they need to do something because at the minute, now they've got 1 W in last 5 and LLL each time. So now they're really low down. They've got 4 points.
Whereas Luton at least have got 2 draws and a win. I think haven't they? They've got 1 win.
1 win, 2 draws and a win. In the last 5, so they're out of it. So
they're out of it, and they're surviving, and that's what you need to do at the end of the day. Just a bit.
And a good result at this weekend as well. To be fair,
exactly. But so I'd say no real surprise, even though I predicted the other way. I'd say no real surprise because Brentford are just a strong team anyway. Even for the stronger teams in the Premier League, Brentford cause a problem, and.
They can pause while they're causing a problem.
If they pause, they lose. Pause, they lose. All right. If you snooze, you lose. That's the thing. But so next matchup, Man City, Brighton, another red card. So Burnley saw obviously another red card at Burnley, another red card at Man City.
Oh wow, another red card.
So that's literally first 4 games of the day as they are listed now, all red cards, all had a red card in them. So Man City, Brighton, 2-1. City was strong. Alvarez, just a very, very good player. Doku, I watched him play, and not the first time I watched him play. He seems like the type of player who sort of needs to build up a bit of strength going up on the wing. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem strong enough to do what he wants to do yet. Whereas Jack Grealish, he is strong enough, even though he goes down easily. Grealish is strong, but he's not.
He chooses whether he stays or goes down. No, I agree with you. Well, Grealish has got that Prem experience. He's been obviously at Villa, getting kicked left, right, and centre. Came to City, same again. But it just goes to show how Guardiola's just benched him for them. He hasn't featured in the last 2 Prem games. Arsenal defeat at Arsenal. There was no Jack Grealish.
No.
And again, no Jack Grealish again. So something going on.
He came on, but obviously, he came on, but
for 100 million, you think he's going to start, not just play one season.
75th minute, he came in. But And I don't understand that because
Brighton, though, by the way, just focus on quickly. Can we focus on Brighton? Like, they've lost. They haven't won a game yet. Since they got beat at Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, they haven't won a match. Beat by or thrashed by Villa, beat by Liverpool, went to City, beat by City. Now, I know against City and Liverpool, you wouldn't expect much, but they were winning against Liverpool, or drew against Liverpool, I think it is. Did they draw against Liverpool?
Sorry, I thought they beat Liverpool. No, they beat Man United. That's who they beat.
No, they beat United, so they had an L, draw, L. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They got beat by Villa, drew with Liverpool when it would have felt like a loss. And then because they were winning until late. And then, another L.
So Bournemouth, 24th of September was the last time they won a match. 24th of September. And we're coming up to November now.
Brighton, you mean, not Bournemouth?
Brighton, I mean, that's what I mean. Sorry, that was the last time they won against Bournemouth on the 24th of September. So... Yeah, I like the manager, but maybe change things up a little bit more. Maybe not enough sort of variety from him.
Maybe,
And from his
yeah, is he
players,
getting found
maybe
out?
ran out
Yeah.
of ideas. I don't want to use that because it sounds a bit cliche, but maybe it looks like it because, or maybe they're just tired. They're just tired. Maybe he has to.
Same 11.
Yeah, same 11 because he has to. Obviously, he's got 2 competitions, or like what is it? 4 competitions. Sorry to think about.
Yeah, yeah. Well, 3 now because he's out of one of them.
There you go. Yeah, 3. So hopefully that could make a difference. But these are 3 important competitions which he's not going to neglect because at the very least he could probably go on and win something like what is it? A Conference League that they're in? Is it
Yeah,
Conference League?
I think so. Yeah, I think so as well. Though, but losing Caicedo is going to be hard. I know he hasn't been very good for Chelsea, but he was really good for Brighton. He had some really good moments, especially defensively. And then they've replaced him, I think, with a young 18, 19-year-old kid, Bebeto. I think it's him, yeah, the young lad in midfield who kind of passed the ball to Haaland for the goal where he lost it accidentally. It's him. And he's trying to fill Caicedo's boots. Now, by all means, that can happen, and that's fine, but don't expect too much right away. Baleba, there you go, yeah. And it's too much on the young kid's shoulders to kind of expect all that. And Estepinia's not really been performing. Okay, he's injured now, but past couple of games he wasn't top notch. I think that thrashing at Villa has really knocked their confidence. They need a win quickly to really get the teams ready again. Because we know in this game, if you win, you have absolute buzzing, cloud 9, loving life. And if you lose, all of a sudden it becomes a very, very tricky environment to be in, to attend to work, to train, and you're constantly in your head with your own thoughts. And for them at the minute, they haven't had a win in the last 3 games, or 4, all competition last 4 games, including.
Yeah,
because I think they didn't win. They didn't win in the Conference League neither, did they?
They drew against Marseille.
Yeah, so
with Brighton, they need to step it up really and go back to the glory days of last year or just earlier this year really. So, but yeah, and next one up is Newcastle Palace, 4-0 Newcastle. I had 2-0 Newcastle. You had 2-0 Newcastle. So
up to 2, absolutely.
2 and 2 together. That's 4.
Fantastic.
So we actually did really well.
Yeah, teamwork. Well, we're co-hosts, so there's nothing wrong with putting our scores together. You know what I mean?
Collectively, we did very good. I like it.
Yes.
But Newcastle are just strong yet again.
Super strong
goals from and Anthony Gordon. That was a great goal from him. Longstaff goal. And Wilson's obviously he scored again. Murphy.
Did you watch the goal that Murphy assisted Callum Wilson on? What a pass, by the way! Yes. It was an Özil-esque, Zidane-esque sort of like you'd be so proud of that pass. He was on his path. He didn't have to break stride. It was a perfect pass, and also the way that Newcastle broke because it was literally from a corner. I think their corner or shot. Keeper came out, collected it, and then just. Trippier to Murphy to Wilson, goal, and all of wonderful counter-attacking football for that little segment. So
Trippier assisted Murphy's first goal, and then Murphy assisted 2 goals, scored 1. So I thought he had almost a perfect match. He was everywhere, and Anthony Gordon, I was impressed by him as well.
To be fair, one thing I'm disappointed about is Chelsea not going in for Trippier. We know when Reece James's injuries.
Yeah,
we should have bought Trips.
Trips really should have gone for
fantastic footballer because he gives us what Reece James gives us: good defensively, great crosser of the ball, set pieces. His stats speak for himself. Look how many times he's assisted.
Yeah, he's a very good player. Very, very.
I think Newcastle though they need to start looking at some other ideas, possibly playing a little bit more from the left wing as well, just so that because if you cancel Trippier out, which I want to touch on a little bit on Arsenal game as well and Chelsea game, you're struggling because once you cancel, if you're just always down one side and you nullify that section, then the players seem to be a bit confused. So Newcastle and Eddie Howe need to add a bit of variety in their tactics of attacking left, right, down the centre. Eddie. Here we go again.
Eddie Hearn is back.
Yes, he's made an appearance. And to be fair, the reason I think he's subconsciously in my brain is because I just saw on BBC saying that they're going to be a double bill for the boxing.
Right. That makes sense.
And then I thought here we go, Joshua Wilder, Fury versus Usyk. And I was like, oh, wow, he's going to be raking it in, this kid. So
no, he definitely is. By the way, but
Eddie Howe needs to. I think maybe he's already doing it. Again, I'm not watching Newcastle games. I could be wrong, but listeners will let me know on that. But for me, it feels like every game, if Trippier's assisted, it sounds like going just off the stats. Sounds very much like everything is coming down that right hand side.
Yeah. No, you're right, and he is the difference maker really. And going forward, they've got very good players, so I'm not really surprised. Crystal Palace. They were on a good run, but it was bound to end, and no shame really against Newcastle because they've got a very good team. So next one up is Nottingham versus Luton. It was a 2-2 game. I had 1-1. You had 2-1 Nottingham. So,
to be fair, this is a better result for Luton than it is for Nottingham. Nottingham really need to win these home matches, especially against these lower league teams like the Lutons and so on, because Nottingham's looking at that.
We said that they are just a little bit above the likes of Luton and Sheffield and Burnley.
Yeah.
But they needed to win. They needed to win because it would have made a real statement. And now it kind of, I think it leaves them in a relegation scrap. But again, I know it's early. Well, it's not that early, really, is it? Where are we here?
No, it's not early.
No, it's not that early.
It's November now. You really need to start thinking
about it. Yeah, so they're actually 4 points above the safety. 6 points above safety.
Yeah.
Luton,
so who scored for Luton? Is that Adebayo? Is he the boy who's been with them since non-league and he's made his way from non-league all the way to Premier League? What a story if that's him. I know Luton have got a player from their days of non-league football back in 2012.
No, this guy's 25. This guy's 25, so I don't think it'd be him, would it?
Oh, it could be, maybe not 25. No, maybe 10 years old. Maybe he's older now. I don't know.
So let's have a look. 15-16, yeah, Fulham under 21 though.
Right, okay. So he's
21 with Luton till now.
So maybe from League 2 or something, whatever he's been since he's making his way. But fantastic. Listen, to Luton, that's a great result. And I think the manager was delighted as well because
it was 83rd and 92nd minute, by the way. 83rd and 92nd minute, that's when they drew. That's when they scored.
That's disappointing. That is disappointing for them to lose, especially if you're winning 2-0, and I'm laughing. But that is disappointing to lose a match or draw the match because you would have felt like a loss if you're leading for so long.
I think with Nottingham, they should have really just closed up shop and that's it. Just don't look for more goals. Just close it up and make sure you get that 3 points. Vital 3 points, by the way, because it's going to be a very close middle table. Like mid-table is going to be very close.
Yeah.
But again, I said draw. You said win. Not a massive margin between them. It was going to be one of those games. Like I said, I could see them winning, but we could see them drawing as well. And Sheffield United versus Man United, last game of the day yesterday, the Saturday. That was actually a 2-1 match for Man United. Again, jammy, but that's what they do. So I had 3-0, you had 2-2.
I thought they might equalise. To be honest with you, even when it was 2-1, I thought they'll probably score because they won the penalty and took the pen and it was 1-1. I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But Man United won it, and in a way, maybe it's good for the Premier League, and they're kind of doing something. But for us fans, I hope they lose every game.
Absolutely. I don't really care, and everyone should know that by now. And so McTominay scores, and then he gives away a penalty, like you said.
Yeah,
that's just the guy he is. And then Diogo Dalot, 77th minute, scores the winner. There's still a bit of time to go, by the way. So they could have, by any stretch of the imagination, Sheffield United could have come back and scored a goal and changed the whole thing. But so that's just it, really. With Man United, they do dodgy shit like this and jammy shit like this, where the whole match losing, and then right at the death of it, fucking Lindelof shows up from nowhere, even though it was Dalot, but like a Lindelof, like
who
cares about Lindelof?
No, they've done it like that for so long.
So long.
It's just like jammy goals, like that. Jammy goals. I suppose a goal's a goal.
To be fair, it was a decent goal, but that's not the point. My point being, it's not like they're playing very well and deserve a win. They just stuck to it and they got lucky by the end. The jamminess, that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes as well, if you keep knocking on the door, like we've said before, many times before, I think we used it a lot last season for you guys when you beat Bournemouth, I think, late and so on. You say, if you keep asking the questions, the door's about to unlock. You're about to score a goal if you keep trying and trying and trying. You're bound to get lucky with a shot, because sometimes that's what it comes down to as well. It's individual errors, collective errors, and then lead to a goal. Maybe somebody wasn't marking when they should have been marking. Somebody wasn't where they needed to be a yard earlier or a second soon, and it just leads to those. Like we said before, it's fine margins, but yeah. Well, that's it. Nothing you can say apart from well done to them. And obviously with Sir Bobby Charlton passing away, I suppose is a nice way for them to win. And obviously great guy. But quickly on that, I've never seen him play. Obviously, I know that I'm not of that age, but I've heard the great things that he's done. So it was nice for Man United to win. And it was nice to hear, by the way, the fans as well. Sheffield United and United fans joining together for praise and singing and
England
memory. So, yeah.
66 winner, so they have to be. He's an England legend, not just Man United. Yeah. But for me, the more impressive thing was the 1958 Munich disaster that he survived.
Yeah, he survived it,
won the Champions League with them, and then won the World Cup with England, which is
absolutely. And especially when you think about it as well, in those times where depression, anxiety, and all these things didn't exist. So obviously, these guys went through so much trauma. He just got up and got on with it, and then world champion.
Put some Robitussin on it. Put some Robitussin on it, and you'll be fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? You'll be fine. Just walk it off, rub it off.
That's it. That's the magic sponge.
But yeah. By the way, and just before we actually move on to our game, the Aston Villa versus West Ham on now. Oh, it just finished actually, and I left it at 4-1.
No, it finished 4-1. Yeah.
It finished 4-1
with goals. And
incredible movements and goals from Ollie Watkins. Incredible goal by Leon Bailey, by the way, in the box. That was just amazing. Little shimmy off with his left, top corner, like absolute top bins. There's no way anyone could have stopped that. But they just destroyed him. It absolutely destroyed him. It was 2-1 in the 56th minute. And I was watching it obviously with Dad, and we were thinking, right, West Ham are going to at least get an equaliser here.
It started off quite strong, didn't it? Because I watched bits of it. West Ham played really well in the sense that they were going for it. They could look like an end-to-end game until the first goal came in.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, oh, here we go.
It was then, honestly, to a certain point. I think after they made some changes, well, when the second half started, that's when they just went to shit, and I don't understand why. But yeah, 4-1, incredible, another incredible scoreline from Villa. They're doing well. Unai Emery doing his thing as always. And
I saw a poster, like obviously a fans holding up a poster or a banner, sorry, is a better word for it, because there actually is a banner, not a better word. Let's call it what it is. So a banner saying the Sultan of Unai. That's what they're referring to the guy, the Sultan of Unai. And listen, he's doing amazing. 2 home games, and I think they've scored over 10 goals. Yeah. So
I think honestly, very, very, very good performances. And Tielemans came on, by the way, like 89th minute. He came on 85th minute and then assisted Leon Bailey in the 89th minute for a goal. So Watkins, goal and assist.
They're literally a point out of 2 points off the top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But honestly, like even Dad was saying, we actually need them to draw at the very most because we don't care for Aston Villa right now. I didn't realize they were that close, but there you go.
The fifth, absolute. Wow.
Fifth, 2 points behind the top. So that's crazy.
2 points off top of the league, literally.
And then obviously,
well done, Villa. Well done, Unai Emery.
Very good. Unai Emery, very, very well. And obviously tomorrow's game, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that during the week at the Tottenham Fulham game. And let's move it on. Let's move it on to West London. If you're anything like me, my headwear is only New Era caps. New Era is the official headwear provider for NFL, MLB, and the NBA. But New Era caps are not just headwear. They are a global brand of culture, style, and self-expression. I'm a huge fan of rap and hip-hop, and growing up, I used to watch artists sporting the New Era caps. I was mesmerized by the way they used to fit just perfectly. I remember my first ever New Era cap. It was a Blue Jays cap. I lived in Toronto, so it had to be. My favorite from my personal collection is my LA Dodgers. I have 2 different versions, fitted and the 940. What I love most about New Era is the quality of the product is second to none. I refuse to wear any other brand caps when New Era is available. So if you want to dress like your favorite sports stars and musicians, visit the official website neweracap.com and use code TASHMIKE at checkout for 15% off. That's neweracap.com and use the code TASHMIKE for 15% off. We're on to West London.
You're taking the Mickey, Rob, you little...
Of course I'm taking the fucking Mickey, son.
You absolute Mickey. Taking the Mickey. You absolute mad.
I'm just going to go down my ass. What? Where you going?
What are you? Oh, you're Mickey Flanagan.
What?
Yeah. To be fair, that is hilarious. Have you seen it? Did you watch that bit yet?
No, what bit? What are you talking about?
The Mickey Flanagan jokes. That's what that is. That's what you were doing, right? Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense then. That makes sense.
Mickey Flanagan was talking when he went to America, and I'm Cockney, and we say house. We call it an ass.
Yeah, without the
Americans call their house an ass. And I was like, excuse me, love, I went on a lovely date with this woman, and all of a sudden I said, do you mind if I come in your ass? Yeah. And she's like, what? You want to come in my ass? It's okay, I won't kiss you. So, yeah, that's the little thing.
You're right. You're right.
That's
Somewhere
a
from
little
the
confusion.
depths
That's why accents and dialects are super important to know what we actually mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly,
misinterpretation can happen very quickly.
You've just dug into the depths of my subconscious and pulled out Mickey Flanagan, by the way, because for the life of me, I never ever would have associated that together. But now that you've said it, you're absolutely right, because that's where
I'm literally a psychologist here as well.
It's fantastic.
You know exactly where it is. Yeah, thanks for it.
I'm glad that
let's move on. Let's move on to West London. Let's come to West London.
West London.
So you were the visitors.
By the way,
to be fair, I think we had the same emotions, just differently.
We did, but before we get into that, let me tell you the predictions right. You had a 1-1, and I had a 2-2.
Wow,
right.
And both, to be fair, I think both of us are disappointed.
Oh yeah, sorry,
I'm disappointed because you really should have won. You know you should have won, and for me, I wasn't expecting a win. Best result I was hoping for was a draw, but after winning 2-0. It's disappointing to be like, fuck, not only winning 2-0, by the way, dominated. Like, we might not dominate possession, but in terms of chances created and so on, you guys didn't have a shot on target until Declan Rice scored.
Yeah, until the goal, I know.
Like, we kept you guys quiet for so long.
What's funny about that is that
for 3/4 of the match.
I was scared that we were gonna lose. Sorry, I was hoping that we were gonna win because we were just a little bit stronger.
Of course, yeah.
But then throughout the match, I was kind of hoping that we weren't gonna lose.
Yeah, no, of course.
That changed as well for you as well, because after
the emotion. What? I missed the start, and obviously from the group chat when that guy said quality pen, I was like, I was literally driving home because I was at the in-laws with the little one she wanted to go over. And I was like, oh, go. And then I got stuck in traffic coming home. So I left enough time thinking I'll catch a little bit, 10, 15 minutes of the pre-match and then catch a bit. London traffic. So I got caught in traffic on the way. And then I saw the text. And when I put who for, I was genuine. All that stuff that I was saying, I was literally genuine because he was like, oh, great finish by, quality pen. I was like, oh, fuck, have we conceded a pen? What prick has made them? It's literally, I went all for against my team. And he was like, oh, Palmer. I was like, oh, fuck off, you little scallywag. Fucking telling me great. Like, we had no chance. Especially when I saw the lineup as well, I was like, for fuck's sake, how are we? But pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad that you brought that up, by the way, the Cole Palmer, the penalty, the whole thing around it, because just want to say straight off the bat, great player. I say this in every single podcast. He's a very, very good player, and I think he proved that. I swear to you, if he put the armband on, I would not have been surprised, like as the captain armband. I would not have been surprised because he handles his... let me try that again, all right? He handled his business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
certainly did. He certainly did.
Even to the point where he stepped up to Raheem Sterling. It was like, nah, I'm gonna take the. And
good, and rightly so as well. Yeah.
So it was like, look at my face right now. It was like, oh, what you mean you're gonna take?
Yeah. Who are you? I saw that on the highlights.
And then Enzo, obviously Sterling was looking for Enzo to back him up, and Enzo was like, no, you just give it to him.
Not you, old G. Give it to this young guy.
Exactly.
Give it to this young guy.
In the accent. Give it to him. Yeah. So.
Give it to him, cabron.
Hey, pendejo, give it to him. Yeah.
Now, to be fair though, listen, I saw that lineup, I'll be honest with you, and I was not expecting that performance. But as I mentioned about with Newcastle and Eddie Howe changing and making some adaptations to it, just in case, obviously, not just in case, people will find out, obviously, this is elite football. But Chelsea as well, I felt like we just shut you down. I know Saka had a couple of victories against Cucurella. Cucurella had a couple of victories against him, but didn't lead to anything. It didn't materialize to anything because, what's his name? Mudryk was tracking back really well, and he was in always a good position to cut off the channel, that ball that usually you're so used to going to Odegaard and then Odegaard doing something, and we kind of stopped that. Yes, you were complacent with some passes at Declan Rice, but Thiago blocked that really well. So when Declan used it outside of the boot and it looked like a shot cross, and even the commentator was like, oh, what's he doing? That's all there was on. There was nothing else on. Thiago didn't open his legs big enough to put it through his legs. You know, that's elite defending with a donkey's years of experience, and he did that really well.
Unreal defender.
And then
unreal defender.
I think once or twice there was a misunderstanding between Jesus and one overhit pass, and the other one I think Jesus wanted it to go behind Colwill and he put it behind Jesus. Do you know the ball that went out for a corner and there was and then another chance where Jesus completely miskicked it? Other than that, I'll be honest with you, until the goal, you had nothing else. You had nothing on. Like maybe a Martinelli shot that Thiago blocked with his thigh, but I felt the keeper read that as well, because if he was going to go top corner and not give the keeper any chance, he would have gone way past and curled in from Thiago Silva. Thiago blocked it. But the thing that disappoints me is Jackson. I'm just want to touch on this. Did you see Jackson when he came on and Raheem Sterling put him through and he just hesitated in front of goal?
Yeah.
What's he doing? I've just dropped the pen because that's how angry I was. What is he doing?
That and to be fair, he should have finished that because
should have buried that at least.
Because Raya was nowhere near it and
chipped him, bro. Like you could have chipped that. He was so far out to be chipped there. Like you could disguise as if you go in near post and then just dink it over him. But this is the thing. Jackson is a link-up player, but he's not a clinical striker. And another one, I was a bit disappointed. Cole Palmer didn't finish that chance where he intercepted the pass from Raya to Declan Rice.
You cannot.
He didn't shoot there, and I was
you cannot use that through in Cole Palmer in the
No. I'm not disappointed in him. I'm just disappointed that he didn't shoot and he took a little bit longer with it. Like the confidence that he's having. But I suppose again, maybe he's not as high as I thought it was. He was fantastic footballer.
He had that early shot as well, which just skimmed past the post.
To see the chances that we created, we were really good, and we absolutely nullified you. Like honestly, other than Declan Rice linking passes, you were playing horseshoe football. We completely stopped you until Sanchez made the mistake. And even for that mistake, I don't know what he was trying to do. Enzo was in acres of space. He didn't need the ball in front of him. He needed it to his feet. Conor Gallagher wasn't expecting it. Declan Rice stepped up, and that changed the momentum, I felt. As well as, just quickly to finish on Chelsea, poor decisions from Poch. Like bringing on Madueke, who hasn't played for 2 weeks. Yeah. In a high-intensity game like that, when we win in 2-0 and we're having to do a lot of defensive work, he made the mistake for the cross that led to Trossard's goal. I don't know if you saw that. He got sucked into Saka, left the player free to cross the ball. It might have been Rice. I can't remember exactly who crossed the ball for you. But then Trossard, I don't know who crossed it, but yeah, he was free then. And you're like, oh, for fuck, bro, like just block the cross. Block that cross. He just got sucked in. I don't know what he was doing. Him and Cucurella just... But I blame Poch for that. I blame Pochettino taking Palmer off. There was no need to take Mudryk off. These guys were doing well.
It was Havertz to Saka, and then Saka crossed it in for Trossard at the back.
Is that how it was? Yeah. And he just got sucked into that ball, like that got played into Havertz. It's like you didn't need to double team Havertz.
No, you didn't.
Let's be serious. Like, know who you're playing.
I agree. But like you said, the substitutions were the difference makers for both teams. You know, one for the good, one for the bad. And look, obviously, I am 100% glad because I genuinely thought we were going to lose that game. Like
you needed to lose that game, honestly.
Hands up. I thought that game was a lost game. As soon as the 2 goals went in, and the fact that we were just not playing at all, not linking a
you didn't have a sniff,
together, man. It was shocking play, and you could say, all right, they've just come back from international break, all that kind of stuff. Fair enough. I'll chalk it off to international break because it was 2-2. But, you know, next week's games or the weeks after, you know, you need to at least have a plan B. You know, Havertz in this case probably should have started with Havertz. Personally, you should have started with Jorginho because you closed our midfield. We had no one to pass the ball to
we blocked you.
From the midfield. You know?
Really well.
And again, Rice had to come back to cover Jorginho because once Jorginho went forward, ain't no one going to protect him. So at least when he brought Havertz on, he just sort of let the other two loose. He was like, all right, Rice, you stay back. The other two midfielders, Emile Smith-Rowe and Havertz, you just crack on. You just do what you need to do, and Rice will look after it, sweep it all up. But you're again, there was nothing good about what we did yesterday. Like I can't even look at a player and say he played well. I can't.
I think Declan Rice was the only player for you that looked good in an average team. In an average team, not because he scored. Your whole team was very average yesterday. He was the only one that did where looked good. So Martinelli, I don't think Martinelli offered anything.
No, he didn't.
Forward. Defensively, he closed down Gusto for that one sprint that he got back, and then he lost the ball and gave a free kick. And you think to yourself, what are you doing? For me, I was happy. I was like, wow, my team is doing really well here. But
you put a lot of pressure on Arsenal, and it showed as well.
We blocked your passes, mate. I think we read you really well because we knew the ball's going. He's going to drop in the middle. There's loads of space on the right, and if there's space on our right, your left is occupied by what's his name, Gabriel. Then it leaves Saliba 1-on-1 marking all of that territory in the centre. So we use that really well. We kind of And what I enjoyed for us is it was a lot of that freedom and very dynamic at the top. Like there was interchanges. There would be Mudryk up top, Conor Gallagher,
You had a lot of running behind as well. A lot of running
utilize Mudryk, utilize his pace, bro. Like do what he does, and then he scores a wonderful goal that he meant all day, every day.
All right, the fact that you said that he meant, I know that he.
Listen, even Pochettino said it. Poch came out and said he does it in training. Do you remember 3 years ago when Saka scored? I think Saka scored a goal like that, and he got an interview and he went, "Yeah, of course I meant it. I saw the keeper off his line." I was like,
"No, he didn't. He meant
it. He meant it. That's the disguise. Ronaldinho doesn't look when he passes. What does Shearer know? The times have changed. Lineker and all that. What does he know about it? This is a new era of football. They don't know. They're stuck on FIFA 98 when it's like four.
He did not mean that. You know he didn't mean that. And let's just
he meant it every day.
You know,
and it could not have happened to a better guy against a better team.
I predicted it. I said he was going to score. There you go. Honestly, I should have put on a bet on this match because I would have got at least a few things right. And the thing is, right, you know me to be a fair fan, right? So I'm gonna say he didn't mean that. And point number 2 from match of the day, right, which again I didn't even think about, was it should have been a penalty to Arsenal when Sanchez came out. See, I didn't even mention that in the group, right, because I didn't see that as a penalty.
I didn't see it as a penalty because he took because obviously I didn't pay much attention to the replay neither. Because it looked like he took out Caicedo and Colwill.
Yeah, he took out two.
He took them two out with kind of the extremities, the limbs of the arms and the feet, whereas the main body torso just took Jesus out with his like ribs, hips, something, just took him straight out.
But you're not going to hear me on this podcast crying about that, saying that should have been a penalty, right? Because I didn't even say it in the group. So I'm saying I'm a fair guy, right? And there's absolutely no way Mudryk ever meant to score that goal.
Cherry picking. Look back at
the replay. Yeah, look back at the slow motion that shows his eyes. He was looking for Sterling.
Of course, that's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho doing no-look passes. Mudryk no look shooting.
Mudryk went from no goals to being Ronaldinho in a matter of 2 weeks.
I'm saying he did a Ronaldinho no-look pass, but no-look shot.
I'm not even going to get into that.
Absolute screamer. Can I just say, my daughter was like, while the game was on, she was like, "Daddy, just do this." And I was like, "Yeah, of course, baby, let's do something." Because I thought it's not materializing anyway, because you were in attack and we kind of like took the ball off Ben White and then quick counters, just bomb, 4v2, 4v3. And then I saw the net rattle and then my guy Mudryk's doing this. And I was like, what the fuck has happened? Is he putting his arms up for an offside? And I look up and it's 2-0 and I'm like, fuck, come on. And then that same emotions and cheers and hyper and ecstatic, euphoric emotions that I experienced just came crashing down when I think, and that's why I said earlier as well, our feelings must have been on reverse because you experienced, that's it. Like literally, we just had the fuck, and you were like, yeah, while you were like, oh fuck, I was, oh man, it just,
No,
it's not good. Football is as good as it is. It's not good for our blood pressure, for our health, especially moments like that. But now, listen, joking aside, I think if any manager's wise and you want to know how you beat Arsenal, who you got next, by the way? And I'm not saying this is, oh my God, Chelsea did amazing and shut this, because you made a lot of mistakes for yourself as well, as a team.
We were awful as a team.
But you've got to see what Chelsea did to stop Arsenal. And I think your next game is Seville away, and that's a very big game. But then after that, you've got a favourable fixture against Sheffield United at Arsenal. So, you can get that back before you start another.
And then we've got Newcastle. Then we've got
Newcastle away, then Seville again. No, you go West Ham away in midweek.
Premier League. I'm sorry.
That's League Cup. Yeah, sorry, Newcastle. Yeah.
And then after that, it's Burnley, Brentford, Wolves, Luton, Villa. Villa's going to be a tough game.
Villa will be a tough game, but the rest of them, I can't see nothing but 3 points in each game, unless you play again the same way as you did yesterday, and you show nothing. That was your strongest. Okay, without Jorginho, that was literally your strongest 11. That is the 11 that pushed for the league at the very top. But Thomas Partey being replaced for Declan.
Can I also say the fact that we were that poor and we're still haven't lost one game this season and we're still second, I find that more comforting than anything else, to be honest.
That could be a title winning side.
Because even though it was a mistake by Sanchez that led to our first goal, the fact that we stuck in, and we could have been just as easy. They could have just said, all right, 2-1, fine, cool. At least Chelsea didn't walk away with a clean sheet. They fought to the very end just to get that just to scrape away at an equaliser. And So I don't know. I find a little bit more confident in that, just to see that they fought till the end after the subs came on, which again, it just injected a bit of energy. That's what it did, really.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, because obviously looking at the positives, but I'll be honest with you, that was more. And I'm not. This is again, I'm a fair guy too, but because I did think it was a penalty to Arsenal, but obviously I'm fair like you. I think like we gave it to you more than anything. It was just the error, like those substitutions that Pochettino did. He trusted those players that came on, and they offered nothing.
No.
Madueke is hands down. He is so left-footed. He did nothing all game. I even put it on chat, apart from trying to take the ball one way, run the other side on Ben White, and got a yellow card. Ben White got a yellow card. Other than that, he got rid of the ball. He lost the ball. Since he came on, he did nothing. And I mean zero. If there's less than zero, he did that.
Minus, really. Minus.
Well, yes, but then he would have been, minus, because he was literally frozen on the pitch. He did nothing. He offered nothing. But on a score-wise, he just, if I was to rate his performance, and when he came on as well, I had an oh fuck moment. I said to my wife and child, I was like, well, not to them, they were in the room listening, but I was like, why has this guy come on? Why has he come on? There's Badia Sheila on there. We're winning 2-0. Put Badia Sheila on. Go with 5 at the back.
Ruined that player, man.
Nah, he's one for the future. I think there's rumours Thiago's contract is not going to be. Nah, he won't go to Arsenal. His contract is going to get his contract's obviously, what is he, 8-year contract? He's not going to Arsenal anytime soon, unless you're paying 200 mil.
No one's paying 200 mil for Badia Sheila.
Exactly. Yeah. So there you go. Then.
That's what he's done. Players. You're mad as hell.
Nah, he won't get rid of Badia Sheila. So what's going to happen in the summer 24? Thiago's contract is going to not get renewed, because otherwise he's going to be 40. He's 39 now. I don't think he's going to play anymore. He might stay like an ambassador role, or like some sort of a coaching role at Chelsea, and trying to use him as a sweetener to kind of get Brazilian talent. But I think Badia and Desassi, the whatever, however you pronounce a French player's name, Desassi with double S in it, is double S, sorry, 2 S's in it. Him, Colwill, Badia are kind of the future for Chelsea at the minute, because they're young defenders. But with Poch's on, going back to Badia, why not bring him on and play with 3 at the back and Cucurella, but you bring on Madueke? If you're trying to protect the game and trying to save players, why? Also, we don't play midweek football. What's wrong with Cole Palmer playing the full match? With Raheem Sterling playing the full match? They weren't on international break.
No.
Why can't they finish the 90 minutes against Arsenal? Because Raheem Sterling had a decent game, and you saw what he could do when he runs at players. But did you see that one moment when we were on the counter and then he took the ball all the way back? And even the crowd went, That is what I'm talking about. This is the thing that I'm talking about. It's like, bro, like, what are you doing? You are like literally one of the fastest in the Prem. Who's he running at? Zinchenko. He's quicker than Zinchenko with the ball.
Of course he is, yeah.
Charge no, you're right. Then when he switched over to the left, he kept charging at Ben White. And I was like, this is you, bro. This is you. This is what you do. Who is this Raheem Sterling of get the ball? Let me pass it to the defenders. That's not you. That's not what you bought in for. This is what pisses me off with Sterling. And I spoke to you about last time of against Luton, against Burnley.
And again.
Pardon?
Pen has been dropped again.
Pen has been dropped again because this guy annoys me so much of like he's got the potential. And he's just like, come on, what are you doing? But I'm so glad you saw that as well, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. Is that we're on the counter. It's a moment for you to charge at the defenders, and all of a sudden you decide you're like, no, let's keep the ball. And now maybe we needed that, maybe. But for me, I would like to have seen go forward, trying to score more goals, beat the team, go to that Liverpool-esque of Jurgen Klopp when they won the league of like, doesn't matter how many you score, we're just going to score more than you.
Yeah.
And we had chances to score more as well, to be fair.
No, you did. Again, like I said, that Cole Palmer chance at the beginning. You had a few more chances since, and it was scary as an Arsenal fan watching that. It was just a disappointing match. But
your keeper was shocking, though, mate. I need to ask you questions on Raya. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think
he was absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical.
Raya felt the occasion.
It's not the first time neither, though. Against City, he was just lucky not to concede against City. You saw the errors he made against City. This is 2 games on the bounce against the so-called big teams. And I say Chelsea so-called, of course we're a big team, but I mean in the league positions, we're more of a name at the minute rather than hopefully we will get up there, and we will. But yeah, against City and against Chelsea, 2 errors, like massive errors each time.
Massive.
One led to a goal, but others didn't. But yeah.
I think it's maybe time next match to use Ramsdale. Obviously, we've got Seville in the Champions League, so maybe use Ramsdale for that one. And Raya should really just be benched for the next few games, to be honest with you, because a few mistakes yesterday. He was very, very, very nervy. Like
Even his kicks were awful. He couldn't kick the ball. Every time he kicked it went out.
It was
Awful.
not good. It was not good. And again, he made a couple of nice dives to sort of steal the ball away, but it was his mistake. So, first of all, that run that who was it near the end? Jackson. That run that Jackson made.
Yeah.
It should have came out, but I'm glad that he obviously stuck with him, did the dive, and just stole the ball.
I think that was more Jackson, though. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sticking to because Chelsea. I'm not being biased. Jackson hesitated, gave Raya time. If it was somebody else, if it was Armando Broja, I'm confident he would have scored that goal because Broja would not have wasted. He just gone, I'm going to shoot here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something rather than just pause and stare at the keeper and see what the keeper's doing. Premier League keepers are not diving without having a reason to dive.
As soon as obviously Jackson moved to the right, that's when Raya went in.
Yeah.
And again, just bad passes really. I was shocked. I was very, very shocked and surprised that Raya, this hyped keeper who has ousted Ramsdale as number one, he's making these mistakes. I don't remember Ramsdale making that type of mistake, to be honest.
I blame Arteta, bro. If I was an Arsenal fan, I think he's trying to reinvent the wheel of having two number one goalkeepers to push each other to go for it, but clearly it's backfiring.
You cannot waste.
Now the fans, everybody turns.
Sorry, I was going to say you cannot waste as a manager. You cannot waste one substitution to bring in a second keeper who has to warm up for the match. It's not. I mean, you can do it. Obviously, it's not illegal, but you shouldn't be doing that because that's the whole point. You keep the keeper. He's there. He is the keeper. He is number one. That's it. You change him every match. There's an injury, there's a red card, whatever you need to do. But no, you can't use up one of your subs to substitute a keeper.
Yeah, and I think fans and media as well kind of jump to the opportunity. If you've already got another number one in goal or like on the bench who hasn't put foot wrong or hasn't made a huge deal of mistakes in the past, then when your new keeper makes mistakes, they're like, well, why is this guy even playing if the other guy's not doing that? And then that adds added pressure to the individual, to the team. And it's something that's not needed because, we love to do this in Britain. We love whoever's at the top. We love to shit on them for as long as we can because the story sells.
Yeah.
And I think Arteta needs to have a rethink there because you can't bring two number one. Maybe it might work and I will eat my words, but I don't think it will.
I don't think it will because, there's already talks of Ramsdale sort of not being happy and disgruntled and stuff, which you can't blame him. You can't blame him at all because he was brought in for a reason and he ousted Bernd Leno, but Leno was a different type of goalkeeper. I'm not saying he was bad. He was a different type of goalkeeper. Raya seems to be the same goalkeeper as Ramsdale, but without the actual proven track record of playing for Arsenal.
Yeah.
So I don't
think he's that good with his feet neither, to be fair. I know he's brought in like Ramsdale, but he doesn't seem to be good with his feet. I was literally watching him for questions for the research for the podcast of Tash My Guys. And he wasn't great with his feet. The errors he was making, like the long kicks, he was just going out. I know my guy is not very good neither before. Like if any of this is going, but what did the Chelsea player do? I know he didn't neither, but we're not talking about it. We're comparing your number one to your other number one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Sticking to the topic here. And I didn't think he did. I don't think he's okay. He might be a decent shot stopper, but positioning was poor, kicking was poor, decision making was really poor, and the way Arsenal play, trying to use the keeper as well, like the 11th man on the pitch and pass around. Yeah, nervy.
I agree. I think he made me more nervous than any other player, to be fair with you, and for good reason because he showed his incapabilities in this case.
Yeah,
I think next match Raya dropped. Ramsdale should definitely take back the number one spot, or at least be given the chance to prove himself.
If he isn't dropped,
then it just sends a clear message to Ramsdale.
You're not wanted.
That's it. As sad as that is, because another team is going to go in and grab him. Like Man United. Honestly, Man United are ready to get rid of Onana. They're ready to get rid of him. And if Ramsdale becomes available, who do you think they're going to go for? It's going to be.
I think I'd happily have Chelsea there as well. I just want to read you something here. Like obviously, quickly I found this out, but I made a note of it earlier as well. So Raya made a crucial error in the Champions League, didn't he? That the loss at Lens.
Yeah.
Lens. And then he, like we already touched on it against City, he was nervy against City.
Bernardo Silva nearly
and
scored
against
that
Chelsea.
one.
Yeah. And now against Chelsea as well. So that's 3 matches effectively on the bounce with the international break in between. He has been really unnervy and really a bit on the edge and not filling you with the confidence that you'd want from your number one.
No. Especially the way he has.
Yeah.
So I don't
Arteta
know.
needs to tread water carefully because he could lose Ramsdale, who is a quality keeper and a great guy, I assume, to have around. Watching the All or Nothing Arsenal, he seems like a decent character. Maybe it could have been for the cameras, but I can only judge on what I saw.
The
And
good
on
thing
what
is,
I saw, he seems like a top lad.
the good thing is, Rick, I think with Ramsdale, he's kind of maybe thinking, well, Raya's only here on loan, so he's not going to be here very long. And to be fair,
He's not on loan, though, is he? He's a £25 million purchase.
No, I thought they loaned him, didn't they? What are you talking about?
Oh, my guy. I think my guy's a £25 million purchase.
Actually buy him in the end.
Yes, my guy. That's why the big thing is, I'm like, what is going on? Why is this geezer not doing so well?
Wait, I thought Raya was on loan. I'm sure he was on loan from Brentford. Yeah,
Is he?
yeah, on loan from Brentford. You've got me
Is he
questioning
with an option to buy, though, because you've tried
option to buy it, but
Yeah,
which is good because that's maybe Ramsdale like thinking it. You know, he's on loan, and if he doesn't do good, it doesn't matter because you can just bench him. So this is you're right. Arteta needs to tread lightly the way he treats Ramsdale over Raya. You know, because Raya's going back. He's going back.
I think you will end up buying him, though, mate. I'll be honest with you. I think it was more to do with the financial fair play because you spent 100 million on so and so, and you bought that other boy from somewhere. I think you just did the long loan deal and then pay the asking price of 35 mil, 25, 35 mil, whatever.
I'm sure he will, but again, he needs to really prove himself for that because what's the point? You know, we had a good number one. He led us to second, if you will. You know,
it wasn't his fault, to be fair. You guys bottling last year. It's not Ramsdale's fault at all.
Absolutely,
Ramsdale did not do anything wrong in that season.
It was
a couple of mistakes here and there, but yeah, decisions higher up, not investing in the right players and so on. But what was I going to say? Another thing is I want to pick your brain on tactically. He brought Tim Yasu on, but it was still the same tactics. He drops into the middle, drops three at the back. It was just different player. Play and the role that Zinchenko played. He wasn't kind of like, let's double up on the wingers. It was more like you cut in midfield and let Declan Rice or Jorginho, whoever else to run forward that came on. Now, I know you'll be like, yeah, but it paid off. I genuinely don't think it paid off. It was more the mistakes from us. And again, I'm not being biased. I'm just looking at tactically, like we talked about De Zerbi. You guys seem to be very much one dimension. We're going to play our way, and that's the only way.
Yeah. It does scare me. That scares me, and I can't sit here and just like deny any of that because it is one of those things where I question Arteta, especially after matches like the Chelsea match. You know, you think, come on, man, you have to give me something different because I've seen this. I've seen how this ends. You know, I don't want to sit on the edge of my seat for 77 minutes until we decide to get an equalizer or Chelsea decide to make a mistake or whatever it is. I need my team to go out there and perform like a City. When you watch City play, you know, you expect they win. You expect them to win, they win. When they lose, that's the shocker. It's like, oh my God, what?
Yeah.
But you know, every match, I want my team to go out there and I want to be confident. Even for like a Chelsea or a Liverpool, you face them. I'm confident we're going to win this. My prediction was 2-2. Like, what kind of confidence do I have? And that's just because from what I've seen, you know, that's not me being, you know, a cynic against my team or negative or whatever it is. It's just going from history, and this is what Arsenal do.
I think another thing is as well to say, and I mean this in obviously for me, like, let me see if I can articulate in the way that I want it to come out, is this result after the game means more to Arsenal than it does to Chelsea. So with a 2-2, Chelsea are disappointed in 10th when Arsenal are kind of celebrating 2-2 and they're second or joint first. You know what I mean? I don't know if I've articulated that right, but in reality, Chelsea should be celebrating a 2-2 and Arsenal should be disappointed that they drew 2-2 at Stamford Bridge. And I know it's against my team, but we're not the team that we were since the takeover of Todd Bowley. We all know that. We've made our feelings, I've made my feelings clear on that. But yeah, I think this result speaks a lot to know that Chelsea are disappointed and Arsenal are happy at the fact that they got the draw. And you think to yourself, if a team's winning the league, and I hear you, I hear exactly what you said, this is the point where you remain unbeaten, this is a title winning side, but I'd be honest with you, if I was an Arsenal fan, and I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination, the way we've been playing, I thought you guys were going to come and walk us right over. Your high energy, your pace, your sharpness, the passes, the intricate movements of midfield and attack and wingers. And yeah, we seem to, like I said earlier, nullify that. So I'm happy with that, but just fuck the result.
For sure. Obviously, you think I'd be a lot happier, but yeah, just the performance took it out of any joy, any encouraging factors. It took it out because, you know, it was just god awful performance. But
You're going away to Seville, though. If you lose away to Seville, like, ooh. And then again, I know it's Sheffield Wednesday, but you need a decent performance and a win at Seville.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United, sorry.
It's never Sheffield Wednesday.
It's never been Wednesday, has it? I've said Sheffield every time I've said it. Sorry, Sheffield United fans. I know there's arch rivalry between the two of you.
I'm sure there is. They don't appreciate it, man. It's like
they don't appreciate it at all. It's like saying Liverpool and Everton. Yeah, I'm sure the Everton.
Red and blue. There you go. But yeah, look, I've got nothing else to add on the Arsenal Chelsea match. It was, from an Arsenal point of view, disappointing throughout. Even though I'm glad, obviously, we took a draw from that. We took a point. For you, it definitely feels like 2 points dropped. So
massively, mate. Massively feels 2 points dropped.
I can definitely understand that.
What I enjoyed, though, and in a way what I enjoyed is having my team kind of be like, and I think I put it on the chat as well, I'm hoping very quickly on this last one before we move on to maybe some predictions for Champions League and a bit of F1 as it's currently going on in the States as we record this.
Oh, it's happening in 10 minutes, isn't it? That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's not even started yet.
You better hurry up with these predictions, pal, because I'm telling you right now.
No, neither am I, but I need to know the P again for the N. Because I try, it's not saved on my laptop.
Network. The point of network.
The point of network. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You just put it on the message there. Just put it on the message there so I can copy and paste it in.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? But no, was I going to say very quickly on? I forgot what I was going to say to you now. Nah, you've rattled me. No, that's what I was going to say. I'm hoping this result hurts the players in the same way that it hurts some of the fans and the manager to think like, actually, do you know what? We were 2-0 up against Arsenal, who are going to go for the Premier League. They were fighting for the Prem last year. Same again this year, unbeaten. We went toe-to-toe with them and we kept them quiet for so long. And then lack of concentration led to the first goal. Then momentum shifted and you guys scored the second goal. So I'm hoping this hurts the players.
You guys are going to have an absolute mental breakdown. You're going to...
That's what I think will happen. Yeah. And the reason why I think what will happen...
I can't believe it!
Well, I think what will happen as well is the fact that players, we played well against you because we like counter-attacking football. When we go against other teams that sit back, we just end up playing horseshoe and we can't score, we can't do anything. So the next game that we've got, I think it's Brentford. Brentford are probably not going to attack us the same way that Arsenal did for us to do counter-attacking football. So there's a very high chance we'll probably draw or lose. But yeah, let's go into some prediction before lights out. So let's go. We'll just do the English teams again, yeah? We'll just go straight through.
As always.
So let's go. What's this? Tuesday night, United versus Copenhagen.
Oh.
Have you got a pen? I've got a pen, but I've got no pad. And plus, I've dropped my pen 1,000 times. Have you got a pen and pad there, pal, to jot some of this stuff down?
I think I do. Hold on 1 second.
I'm sick and tired of dropping this pen as well. Of mentioning Chelsea. I need to buy a new pen.
Okay, there we go. I put the little bookmark. Can you see the little bookmark, the little string?
Yes, my God.
Literally put that underneath the page and nearly ripped it. So, all right, let's not do that again. Right, so you're going to read them out, and I'll
read them out. We'll take it in turn. So obviously, you go first on this one. I'll go first on the next Arsenal one. Yeah. So United Copenhagen at Old Trafford.
United Copenhagen. I think because it's Ten Hag. Copenhagen, I can see that as a loss,
Really?
But I'm just kidding. I'm going to put United as a win.
I was going to say what?
No, I think that they should win this. That they've got a little bit of momentum going. Whether they're performing well or not, the momentum obviously always good for them. So I'm going to go with a 2-1. United.
Yeah, I was thinking 2-1 as well. I've got a feeling Onana's going to make a mistake, but then the remaining 10 outfield players will probably get him out of trouble. So yeah, I'll go with 2-1 United as well.
2-1 United on that as well?
Yeah. The next one, Seville-Arsenal.
This is away, so...
I've got a feeling this is a draw or a possible L for you. For some reason, I don't know why. Seville always seem to do very well against English teams in Seville, in front of their own fans.
But that's only when they have Emery, though.
Pardon?
That's only when they have Emery.
So. Yeah, when Sultan of Unai is there. But I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why. I'm wrong. I don't hope I'm wrong. I hope you do lose. But I've got a feeling you're probably going to lose 2-1 this one. Same as you did in Lens. But I think it's just going to be... I do think Raya is going to play, and I think this will probably be his final game before he's stripped of that number 1 until Christmas.
I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal on that one.
Let's hope okay. Love the confidence, kid.
I know. I have to be confident.
You have to. No, of course.
You have to be confident because, again, you can't have another performance like they had against Chelsea.
So who do you have then? Is that definitely Ramsdale in goal for you, yeah? Same 11 against Chelsea, but Ramsdale in goal.
It's Champions League. I put Ramsdale in goal. Like I said with Chelsea, I would have been happy to see Tomiyasu play on the left instead of Zinchenko. But there you go. If you're going to use the tactics that he always does, definitely go with Zinchenko, a little bit more confident on the ball. Yeah. And I wouldn't mind seeing Trossard instead of Martinelli. I wouldn't mind seeing that, just to show Martinelli, be like, all right, look, mate, you did all right. Trossard scored a goal, so, I kind of had to merit that. So I wouldn't mind seeing Trossard. Maybe, as much as it pains me, even if he drops Odegaard for this match, would not be the worst thing, just because he had a nightmare.
Yeah, it was quite
nowhere.
Yeah.
He was nowhere. It was nowhere with nowhere.
Nowhere with nowhere. Yeah.
And obviously against Chelsea, he was yet again nowhere. But he was in England, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal on that one. I know it's over ambitious, but I'm going to do it. Rick.
Okay. See what you're saying there.
Next match of the evening.
Next match, so no more on that game in terms of English teams. Just stick to the English teams. Moving on to Wednesday, then we've got Newcastle, Borussia Dortmund at St James's. Big game, huge game. To be fair, I think Newcastle have got it in the bag again.
Yeah,
for some reason, they've got it in the bag. It's another L. By how much I don't know, but I do think it's a L.
I'm going 3-1.
L, sorry, a W. L for Dortmund, a W for Newcastle, because they've been terrific, literally terrific.
Dortmund are pretty poor. Like, even the German league, they're very, very poor.
Yeah, so I can see them winning that one comfortably as well. And I hope they do. Then that way they've got 7 points. So, yeah. I'll go with... do you know what? I'm going to go 3-0. Clean sheet, 3 goals.
3-0. I've went 3-1, so that's good. Right, okay. Then we've got Man City.
City, young boys. I'm going to be a bit contradiction here. Young boys.
Don't do it. Don't be
I'm going to go... No, they're not going to win, but I think it'll be a draw.
It's not going to be a draw. It's going to
be... I think it might be 2-2. You think so?
It's going to be 5-0 City. It's not going to be a draw. Let's not even kid ourselves.
Yeah.
You say draw? You want me down for a draw?
Nah, don't put me down for a draw. No. I think it'll be 4-1 City, I think.
4-1 City. Yeah, that sounds a bit right. I mean, come on. If young boys hold City back, then he needs to leave ASAP.
So, yeah, exactly. Like you need to quit. You need to quit, Mr. Guad.
Absolutely. But I think that's it with the English teams, isn't it? In the UCL.
Yeah, that's it. UCL very quickly. Thursday, Europa or not?
Yeah. Let's do it because we've got
Brighton versus Ajax. We've got Liverpool. Love that muggy. We've got Liverpool. I loved it, bro. I loved it. I just had to make sure that everyone else gets it as well. Just in case for the ones that don't know, I wanted to say the word muggy in there. But yeah, so go on, Brighton Ajax.
I think they're going to lose. I think Brighton are going to lose. I think it's going to be a 2-0 Ajax.
Yeah,
do you know what? I said 2-1 Ajax.
2-1, yeah, 2-1, 3-1 Ajax. I would go for. Put me down for 2-1 as well.
Put you down for a 2-1.
Yeah, and then Liverpool Toulouse.
Liverpool to lose. Shit, by how many?
Liverpool to Toulouse.
Yeah. Well, because it's Toulouse, I'm going to go with the Liverpool lose against Toulouse in Anfield.
Liverpool.
In Liverpool. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, same. I think 2-0, 3-0 Liverpool. Put me down for 3-0 on that.
Put you down for 3-0. Do you know what? I'll put you down for a 3-0.
Down for a 3-0 on that one. Yeah, I think that's quite obvious. And then Villa in the Conference League. Once I find them, they're away in the Dutch side. AZ Alkmaar
nice.
Versus Villa. Early kickoff 17:45. So obviously it was at 5:45.
That's a good one. I think I'm going to go.
Yeah, I think Villa are going to win as well. To be fair, Sultan of Unai is doing that team is quality. Yeah, for me, I think it'll be a 2-1 for that one.
2-1 Villa. I like it. Yeah, should be an interesting week of football. To be fair, and obviously for today, I think Leclerc starts first. Max starts sixth. What do we think? Who's going to win?
Max first. I'll be honest with you. Max first.
Really? You're not going to change your mind on that, no?
He's just too good. He's just way too good. The car is fantastic. He's good. Just everything else.
I'm going to send you, real quick, right? Because, look, I know obviously F1 fans and listeners out there, you think we'd talk about a bit more about it, but what's the point? I watched the sprint race yesterday. Max won it. That was it. Hamilton came second, Leclerc came third. Yeah. There you go. That's all I'm going to say about that. So,
so let's see what happens.
I was going to say, let's see what happens in the race today. But obviously, we'll be back with another podcast for these guys. It'll be out on Friday. We'll record on the Thursday night if we can help it. And if you've got nothing else to add, mate, let's just bring it to an end.
Brilliant. No, I've got nothing else to add. Obviously, enjoyed the full week. Emotions up and down. But yeah, thank you everyone very much for listening. Stay safe, stay alert, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye.